Such a strange parable today, this unjust judge. It's kind of frustrating. You read through it. We want justice in this world. We want things to go right. When they're wrong, we want them to become right. And in a lot of ways, we want to see that what goes around comes around. Which is why I want to start today by refuting a very popular notion in today's Western world. I don't believe in karma. I know half of you are like, I'm out. See ya. Done. You know, that philosophy really that says we are rewarded for good deeds and punished for bad. It's a little more simplistic than what it actually is. But here's what is popular and what we like about karma. We like the good side of it. When life goes really well. We really like it when karma comes and bites somebody else in the rear. That's what we really like about it. Yeah, there's some truths to it, absolutely. And we do seek to do good and not to go wrong in this world and try to make things right when we can. It just doesn't work that cleanly. I've not ever seen evidence that that really works out. And so God says, I have something better. I have something much more powerful. It's called grace. Really, do we really want what we deserve? And I know some of you, and you know me, I don't think that's a good thing. So we hear today about participating and not just some kind of cosmic thing happening. When it comes to our lives of being in a relationship with God, of our lives of spirituality, do we just sit back and watch, let it all happen? Or are we going to actively participate in the relationship? Do we just sit back, let things like karma run their course, wait for a magic wand, perhaps, and poof, oh, I'm good. As if God is reduced to a lucky rabbit's foot. Because there's things out there like karma that would make even prayer nothing more than a vain attempt to cast a spell. Okay, no one's left yet. We're good. Because you see that when it comes right down to it, alone in this world, when left to our own devices, we are helpless. And yet Jesus invites us into this redeemed relationship with God, with the world, with each other, with all of creation. And he simply asks at the end of this tale, am I going to find faith in this world? Trust? Belief? Following? This tale of the unjust judge, it boils down to how much more than if someone who's kind of a lousy person can grant some justice, how much more will God? And we could focus all of our thoughts on this rather weird hyperbole, or we could not lose sight of Jesus' words to pray. And when we think we're done, pray again. And when we think we've finished, pray again. We can hear his words when we stray away from such things about a lack of faith, and we can start to beat up on ourselves. And what happens when we do that is then we start to beat up on each other. Which is what karma does. Like social media. Let's just go there for a minute. What a great place to beat up on each other. It's super. So much is accomplished by it. What you see there is anger that's born of fear. When we're just not sure about our standing and the world standing before our Creator and our Redeemer. Jesus says, don't lose heart. Don't give up. Even in a world that gives us so many reasons to do so, don't lose heart. This is the one who will not leave us, but invites us into this continual contact with Christ, who through the Spirit never leaves us. He says persistently, pray, always. I know it's a very tall task, right? Who has the time? There are, of course, many forms of prayer we can be about. It's a lifestyle. It's a turning your heart maybe inside out into a relationship with the one who promises to hear us, both in those intentional times that we set aside and in those small moments that come through the day. To be in contact with Christ. We overlook it so easily. I'm guilty of it. You're guilty. We all are guilty of that because we want our religion like fast food, right? Fast and easy and cheap. That's how we want it. It doesn't work that way. We want things so quickly. Immediate satisfaction. How about, has anyone noticed that there's a car wash or two opening in town? Right? You can subscribe to these things now. And I did, right? It's kind of easy. Ours is right around the block. It's right there. I mean, it's so close to our house, I walk there to get my car washed. But you buy these subscriptions and you get all these, I'm going to go for a quick wash. I'm going to go for a quick wash. And then you go there and there's 6 cars in front of you. I'm going to get a quick wash. And each one of them is 5 minutes. These are the same people who all through high school said, I don't know why I need math. I'm never going to use it again. And apparently they don't. We want it fast and quick and easy. How about our movies? There's nothing like going to a movie theater, right? And all that kind of stuff. We want it at home. And we can stream it fast, quick, right here. How about anyone order anything online and it took 3 days to arrive instead of 2? Worst thing ever. We want our religion and our faith like that. Fast and easy. Cheap. Doesn't work that way. You see, because then we begin to see that God's time will never be good enough for us. Instead of turning in faith and saying, whatever you have for me today, Lord, I will follow. Thank you. And so many times then we start to wonder about our spiritual lives. We have to tend to them. Faith practices, prayer, worship, stewardship, service, study, devotion. We'll have a couple more baptisms this morning. There are 5 spiritual promises that parents make on behalf of their child. Those 5 same promises, these confirmation kids in 2 weeks are going to stand up here and make those promises on their own behalf for those spiritual practices. Take a moment or two, figure out a way to tend to your soul, because if you don't, the world will feed it with all kinds of stuff. And I'll give you one. It'll take you maybe 15 seconds to pray this prayer. And I'm not going to spoon feed you and hand it out to you. If you want it, I'll give it to you, but you're going to have to ask for it. Here it is. Start your morning with this. God, tell me you love me. And continue telling me you love me until I believe it. God, show me you love me. and continue showing me until I trust it. 15 seconds. Start your day. A few decades ago, there was an elderly African-American preacher who said, this flies in the face of wanting our religion fast and easy and cheap. He said, until you've stood for years, knocking on locked doors, knuckles bleeding, you do not really know what it is to pray. It's a call to keep at it. Persistent, always. To not lose heart. Because there's a promise in the midst of it that goes deep down into the soul. This God who claims us. Now, last Sunday, we had a couple more baptisms. Micah Todd was brought to the font. And it's cool because he's sitting right here. Well, his guardian angel was here, but they took off. Quiet. They're quiet. They're going to sing here. He was with his guardian angel, right? Micah was locked in on me. I mean, like, right here. The whole time. And his mom said it was almost as if he was staring into your soul. Oh, that kind of scares me. I'm like, I hope what he saw was good. Because Christ is staring into it too. And if we will take those moments to stare into our own souls, only those practices like prayer will help us to see the reflection of a God who loves us always. Amen.